If you carry a concealed handgun for your personal defense, there's a few things that are really important about the holster selection. Number one, obviously, it needs to fit your gun. It needs to fit it properly. It needs to fit you, and it needs to fit your lifestyle and your needs. So some of the things that I look for is not only that it fits the gun and is relatively comfortable as I can make it, but it also needs to be fairly secure. And by secure, I don't mean retention systems so much as a good clip that's going to hold it tightly on my belt, going to hold it in place. So that's what I mean by secure. The other thing is it needs to be very durable. You know, this is something you're going to wear. If you're wearing it inside the waistband, you're going to wear it between your body and your pants all day long, every day, and with a belt around it. It's going to take a lot of punishment. So it needs to be durable, and it needs to be sturdy. And if you want to add some nice to haves, if it's really, really cool looking, that helps too. So the one that really ticks all the boxes for me is the MultiHolsters Elite line. In this case, Elite for the Glock43. This is an extremely comfortable, super durable, custom molded Kydex holster. Very thick. You can see that this one is carbon fiber pattern, which is extremely awesome looking. You'll see it up close on the workbench. Yes, indeed. When it comes to the Glock43, you can be absolutely sure there will be no shortage of available holsters. I mean, if you're a holster maker, you'd have to be insane not to already have one out for the Glock43, and if you don't, you're making one. But if you are in the market for a holster for your Glock43, or maybe you're in the market for a Glock43 and will eventually need a holster, you owe it to yourself to check out MultiHolsters. MultiHolsters has been all over this thing. Actually, it was the Glock42 that really introduced this style holster, and I raved about that in a previous review. And just for a quick reminder, here's that. Here's the MultiHolsters Elite Glock42, and you can see that the Glock43 is pretty much same. This holster, though, is molded to fit your Glock43 to absolute perfection. I mean, just kind of can just look at that and see that, you know, it's really sort of like, you know, the Han Solo in carbonite fit. There is no wasted space. You have a nice thick Kydex material, but beyond that, you got no extra wasted space. So this thing wears very thin on the body. You can see this really nice clip for the belt. All the hardware is black, and it's like Chicago screw hardware. Wherever you have washers, you have rubber washers. But the attention to detail in the fit, the way this holster's been made, is superb. Very generous sight channel. You can see there how much extra airspace you have around your sight. So if you want to change your sights, put on some aftermarket sights, it's going to accommodate those nicely. Some of the touches that I liked previously that I pointed out on the Glock42 still exist on the Glock43, and we've even gone a little step further. We've got a little bit more detail in our molding, and we've still got the protection for our mag catch so that we're not going to accidentally drop our magazine. One of the things I noticed right away was that they've given us a nice flare here at the top. You have, again, full sweat shield against your body side, so this can keep your body away from your gun and vice versa. Keeps your gun from getting rusty, keeps your body from getting all messed up with slide serrations. One of the things I like a lot about this belt clip is it's wide, it's super durable and strong, holds the holster right in place, but at the same time it's very easy to operate. You ever get a holster on your belt that it's like, you know, almost impossible to get off? You've almost got to take your pants off to be able to get to the clip and get the holster off. Well, you don't have that problem with this. It stays on, but it comes off when you need it to come off. These are available. This Elite line is available for quick ship. So check their website or give them a call and see if they've got these in stock and they can ship them right out. That's going to save you potentially weeks, maybe even months of waiting for a holster. You go to a lot of websites and you can order whatever you want, and then you got to sit and wait forever to get it. MultiHolster Elite also supports Crimson Trace lasers. You can see here, if you've got a Crimson Trace laser on the front of your Glock43, which I don't, by the way, but if I did, that's where it would fit. And you can see this one is in OD green, a little bit flatter, but if you got OD green going in your color scheme, and you want that with some black hardware, there you go. Everything else is exactly the same in terms of the fit and the function and the form. But something I actually do hear fairly regularly from people is, hey, look, I don't carry inside the waistband. I, either can't or I just don't like to, or whatever the case is. So, everybody talks about all these great inside the waistband holsters, but I carry outside the waistband. Well, MultiHolsters has you hooked up there too. Here's the outside the waistband holster for the Glock43. This is also in the carbon fiber pattern, and every bit as good, every bit as form-fitting to the 43 as the inside the waistband holster, but it carries on the outside. But the cool thing about this is actually a 2-in-1 holster. If you wanted to switch this around to carry it inside the waistband, all you got to do is change the clips, and you can do that. I talked about outside the waistband, and this is the outside the waistband holster from MultiHolsters. And this is, I believe, one of only a few that exist at this moment, because this is a brand new development. This is a 2-in-1 multi. It's for the Glock43. And again, you can see this one is in the carbon fiber. I really like the look of that carbon fiber. What really caught my eye, well, let me get to that in a second. The fit is absolutely the same. For all intents and purposes, you've got that exact same holster, but in an outside the waistband configuration. So you've got a little bit more of a pancake style out to the sides. You've got a lot of metal grommets here so that you can adjust your clips, and you've got your adjustment screw here for your retention. Got our little M for MultiHolsters molded into the bottom. Nice touch. Same great hardware. Black Chicago screw. Got rubber grommets or rubber washers wherever you have washers. Keeps things quiet. There's no squeaking at all with this. But what really caught my eye with this thing, with these clips, check out these clips. Now maybe I'm just living a sheltered life or something, but I was not familiar with this style of clip. They call this the speed clip, or speed ease, you might see it referred to on the website. But the way this clip works is, to me, it's ingenious, and it answers a lot of my wishes, because I like a paddle holster. But, sometimes with a paddle holster, you say, well, there's downsides to that too. And yeah, even with a paddle holster, you're still putting something inside your waistband, so you lose a little bit there. But this is literally the best of both worlds. This combines an outside the waistband belt clip with the ease and functionality of a paddle holster. Let me demonstrate real quick, just using a belt. This is a pretty thick material belt. It's like an operator's belt. So you've got, you got a good thick nylon webbing here. So what you do is you just slip these clips down like so. Part of it goes inside, part of it goes outside on your belt, right? And boom, that's it. You can position it and so forth, just like you would with loops, which is an advantage over a paddle holster, because once you get that paddle inside your waistband, it's not moving. It's not sliding around. But this, you can reposition as you need to. And of course, how tight it's going to be on you depends on how tight you wear your belt. So easy off, easy on, and it's not going anywhere. Believe me, I wore this thing all day at the range, and I tried to yank this holster off, and it will not. You've got really good retention right there. Look. You can see that one of the clips retains in one direction, the other clip retains in the other direction. So you've really got as good as a loop around your belt in terms of retention. When you want to take this belt, or when you want to take this holster off your belt, then all you got to do is just spread the two apart and pull it right off the belt. So easy on, easy off, like a paddle holster, with the security and the advantages of outside the waistband loops, including not having to have anything at all inside the waistband. Excellent. I like those a lot. I think you can order these separately from the website. So if you've already got a MultiHolster's holster, and I have several, and you want to upgrade them to this type of clips, like I definitely do, you can order them, like I'm definitely going to. Just like the other holsters, the 2-in-1 is available in all kinds of different colors and patterns and textures and so on. So you could get this in OD green, you can get it in pink or blue, you can get it in, with skulls, or you can get it with the Cryptek, whatever you like. I also find that the curve, the shape of this, you can see that curve there, it's got a pretty pronounced curve to it. That curve just fits perfectly at about the 4 o'clock position. So anywhere from, just past your 3 o'clock to your 5 o'clock position, this is just a natural fit to the body. So I like that a lot about it. You can also change this to an inside the waistband holster by just taking off these clips and putting additional other clips on it. And they actually have like a rubber loop that would go on the outside to your belt, make this an inside the waistband holster. So that's what makes it a 2-in-1. Right now it's configured as an outside the waistband, but it easily converts to an inside the waistband. Just like our inside the waistband holster, we have our full sweat shield. So we're keeping the body off the gun and the gun off the body. That's a good thing. One of the things I noticed about this 2-in-1 compared to just the inside the waistband Elite was, if you can see, there's a nice gentle flare all the way around the mouth of this holster. We still have this great flare up top, and you've got that very generous sight channel, but I noticed a nice flare all the way around the mouth of the holster, and that really does help you get this gun back in the holster. Sort of gives you a funnel to put the gun into, but it's just a gentle one. It doesn't add much to the width of the holster or anything, so they've done a nice job with that. Maybe show it from this angle a little bit. There we go. You can see that flare. So this is, as I said, brand new. You may not see it listed on their website. If you don't, call them or email them. But this is the 2-in-1 multi-holster for the Glock43. This one is in carbon fiber. This one's got these extremely awesome speed clips. And this one is mine. Go get your own.